What's up, everybody? This your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So I'm out here at night at the mall strip, and I want to give you low light video with the Moto G6 and the Moto X4 cameras, right? I got this belief that if you want to know how good or how bad a camera is, you have to do it in low light. So we're going to put these two Titans to the test and see which one is King Supreme. Now I'm going to go audio from side to side with both devices, also with the front facing camera. We're going to do this at 1080p 30 frames per second and 1080p 60 frames per second because the Moto G6 does not do 4K. The Moto X4 does do 4K. So we're going to put these two Titans to the test and see which one is the best camera for low light for mid $200. So get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric again with another video. So I got the Moto G6 and the Moto X4, and this is all low light scenarios here at night. I'm here at the mall, and I'm gonna pan around and let y'all guys see. All right, I'm shooting this at 1080p 30 frames per second, and you be the judge for yourself for looking at both of these cameras. And we're gonna do all low light as promised, and let's go on and shoot this. So let's go on and walk so y'all guys can see the stabilization on both devices or lack thereof. And I've been shocked at the G6 camera overall because it's been pretty good. But let's go on and put these two Titans to the test. As y'all guys can see by shadow, let's go on and see which device is pretty good. As you can see, and I'm looking at the viewfinder, and to me, both devices is doing pretty good. Let's go down and walk here. Let's get some of these flowers in here, and look at that. All right, and look how beautiful that plant is. All low light at night. I got this belief that if you want to know how good or how bad a camera is, it's not in the daytime, because in the daytime all cameras look good. It's at night when you got the camera suffer. So here it is. So let's see if we can kind of pan around and get to this wall, really low light. Let's see if we can get some of the detail of that wall. Now look at that wall and look at some of the details here. As y'all guys can see, yes. Which device give you the better details? Right there. All right. And look at the sky, look at the blacks. Now look at that light, give you a good representation on how the cameras work. All right, so this is 1080p 30 frames per second, and once again, the Moto G6 with the 450 processor cannot handle 4K, but that's okay. It has an overall pretty decent camera for the mid $200 price point. So let's see if we can get this here and we get some color in here as far as low light. Look at that. That's pretty. That's pretty. All right, so let me go on the switch to 1080p 60 frames per second with both of these devices. All right, guys, so this is 1080p 60 frames per second on the Moto G6 and the Moto X4, all low light here. As you can see, my car, no lights here. All right, so I'm not using the flash at all. All low light scenarios, and you be the judge for yourself. Looking at the details on both of these devices. Now let's go up here. Now look at the LA Fitness. Which one give you the better clarity on both devices? And looking at the viewfinder, it looked like the Moto X4 is doing a little hunting there for focusing. But there it is. Let's look at the blacks. Which one give you the deeper blacks? And here, so let's go to the walk. And this is 1080p, 60 frames per second. And as I walk it, I am now seeing that the Moto X4 is hunting for a little focus. But the G6 is doing a fantastic job, all right? But looking like the G6 is bringing it a little more light than the Moto X4, as you can see. I'm looking at the viewfinder, so these are my determinations. And I don't have none of the lights on, so the flashlight is not on no devices, so no cheating there. So looking at that. All right, so let's go on and see if we could do some close-ups here with both of these devices. All right, so let's go on and pinpoint something right there at the mall. I'm gonna go on and blow this up on the Moto X4 first. Let's get deep. All right, so that's 8x. And let me do it with the G6 all the way up. So that's 8 times. All right, so which device give you the better clarity? Going all the way in. All right, so let's go to the zoom out on the Moto X4. All right, and let's zoom out on the Moto G6. All right, so there it is, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and you be the judge for yourself. Which one give you the better clarity? All right, so this is the front-facing camera of the Moto G6 and the Moto X4. And in this video, you saw a 1080p, 30 frames per second, and 1080p, 60 frames per second. Also, you heard audio on both sides with both devices. Now, the Moto X4 has a whopping 16 megapixel camera in the front, and the G6 has an 8 megapixel camera in the front. And you be the judge for yourself when looking at both of these cameras. Which one give you the better clarity? And I'm gonna tell you, from my advantage point, looking at the viewfinder, I'm really liking the way the G6 looks. But again, you be the judge for yourself when looking at this video and kind of panning around. These are the selfie cameras. So there it is. All right. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about both of these cameras in action. See you guys on the next video. Peace.